Oh my god. I am so sorry. You did not hear me once. Okay, so here I am. Welcome back to another stream. It's been quite a while. I think like something around 2 months or something. So welcome back. A happy new year. I hope this year is going to turn out good for you and that at the end of the year you can say I'm happy with what I did and the chances I took and used and like all of that. And as you can see in the title, I am going to read Every Day by David Levithan because I just wanted to be productive. So I thought, okay, let's just record the next part. Actually, I've already done one part that I just never uploaded. I don't know why, but so that's gonna come. And hopefully, I will then, hopefully, also directly after the stream, cut out the parts where I'm just talking and not reading, and then upload this as a um um something's happening. I just got oh, okay. Yeah, no, that's I thought something's wrong. No, but then I hope I will upload this and it's going to be, I think, the fourth part because I've uploaded two and the third is already done, but I just never uploaded it. So, yes, and exactly. Also, don't mind my room. I completely tore it apart. Not completely, but I moved things around quite a bit, and now I do not have a table. Well, I have this table with my setup, but I do not have a table where I can do any schoolwork, which I do need to do, even though I have holidays right now. But yeah, there's always things to do for school. But yeah, I'd say let's get started with the book. So, exactly, I have my trusty little Kindle here. It's like I thought stickers are cool. I still think stickers are cool. I also have stickers on my laptop. So yeah. Also, I'm sorry, my ring light is dead. It's like I don't know. I think it's like the control panel stuff where it can like turn it on and off. That's like that. I don't know, but yeah. So the lighting's a bit trash. But I'd say let's get started. So, I mean, I'm just gonna go to the beginning of day 6,000, even though I already read part of that in the last stream, but I didn't turn that into an audiobook. And the third part that I already did but never uploaded, I'm sorry, goes till 5,999. So it would be perfect if I just have day 6,000. So let's have a look. If yeah, here I am. Hello. Okay, so here we go. Day 6,000. It's time for Roger Wilson to go to church. I quickly dress myself in his Sunday best, which either he or his mother conveniently left out the night before. Then I go downstairs and have breakfast with his mother and his three sisters. There's no father in sight. It doesn't take much accessing to know he left just after the youngest daughter was born. And it's been a struggle for the mom ever since. There's only one computer in the house, and I have to wait until Roger's mother is getting the girls ready to go before I can quickly boot it up and create the email address I gave Rhiannon last night. I can only hope that she hasn't tried to get in touch with me already. Roger's name is being called. It's church time. I sign off, clear the history, and join my sisters in the car. It takes me a few minutes to get their names straight. Pam is 11, Lacey is 10, and Jenny is 8. Only Jenny seems excited about going to church. When we get there, the girls head off to Sunday school while I join Roger's mother in the main congregation. I prepare myself for a Baptist service and try to remember what makes it different from the other church services I've been to. I have been to many religious services over the years. Each one I go to only reinforces my general impression that religions have much more in common than they like to admit. The beliefs are almost always the same. It's just that the histories are different. Everybody wants to believe in a higher power. Everybody wants to belong to something bigger than themselves. And everybody wants company in doing that. They want there to be a force of good on earth. And they want an incentive to be part of that force. They want to be able to prove their belief in their belonging through rituals and devotion. They want to touch the enormity. It's only in the finer points that it gets complicated and contentious. The inability to realize that no matter what religion or gender or race or geographic, I don't know, background, we all have about 98% in common with each other. Yes, the differences between male and female are biological, but if you look at the biology as a matter of percentage, there aren't a whole lot of different things that are different. Race is different purely as a social construction, not as an inherent difference. And religion, whether you believe in God or Yahweh or something else, odds are that at heart you want the same things. For whatever reason, we like to focus on the 2% that's different, and most of the conflict in the world comes from that. The only way I can navigate through my life is because of the 98% every life has in common. I think of this as I go through the rituals of a Sunday morning at church. I keep looking at Roger's mother, who is so tired, so taxed. I feel as much belief in her as I do in God. I find faith in human perseverance, and even as the universe throws challenges after challenge our way. This might be one of the things I saw in Rhiannon too, her desire to persevere. After church, we head to Roger's grandmother's house for Sunday dinner. There's no computer, and even if it weren't for a 4-hour drive away, there wouldn't be any way for me to get to Rhiannon. So I take it as a day of rest. I play games with my sisters and make a ring of hands with the rest of my family when it's time to say grace. The only discord comes when we're driving home and a fight breaks out in the back seat. As sisters, they probably have closer to 99% in common, but they're not about to recognize that. They'd rather fight over what kind of pet they're going to get, even though I'm not sensing any indication from their mother that a pet is in the near future. It's an argument for its own sake. When we get home, I bide my time before asking if I can use the computer. It's in a very public place, and I will need everyone to be in another room in order to check my email. While the 3 girls run around, I retire to Roger's room and do his weekend homework to the best that I can. I'm banking on the fact that Roger has a later bedtime than his sisters, and in this I am correct. After Sunday supper, the girls get an hour of television in the same room as the computer. Then Roger's mother tells them it's time to get ready for bed. There's much protest, but it falls on deaf ears. This is its own kind of ritual, and Mom always wins. While Roger's mother is getting them into their pajamas and getting out their clothes for tomorrow, I have a few minutes on my own. I quickly check the email I set up in the morning, and there's no message from Rhiannon yet. I decide it can't hurt to be proactive here, so I type in her address and start an email before I can stop myself. Hi, Rhiannon. I just wanted to say that it was lovely meeting you and dancing with you last night. I'm sorry the police came and separated us. Even though you're not my type, gender-wise, you're certainly my type, person-wise. Please keep in touch, and that seems safe enough to me. Clever, but not self-congratulatory. So, sincere, but not overbearing. It's only a few lines, but I reread it at least a dozen times before I hit send. I let go of the words and wonder what words will come back, if any. Bedtime seems to be taking a while. It sounds like there's some argument about which chapter to read aloud left off on, so I load up my personal email. Such an ordinary gesture. One click and the instant appearance of the inbox in all its familiar rows. But this time, it's like walking into a room and finding a bomb right in the middle of it. There, under a bookstore newsletter, is an incoming message from none other than Nathan Daldry. The subject line is warning. I read, I don't know who you are or what you are or what you did to me yesterday, but I want you to know you won't get away with it. I will not let you possess me or destroy my life. I will not remain quiet. I know what happened, and I know you must be in some way responsible. Leave me alone. I'm not your host. Are you okay? I turn and I find Roger's mother in the doorway. I'm fine, I say, positioning myself in front of the screen. All right then. You have 10 minutes more, then I want you to help me unload the dishwasher and head to bed. We have a long week ahead of us. Okay, Mom, I'll be there in 10 minutes. I turn back to the email. I don't know how to respond or if I should respond. I have a vague recollection of Nathan's mother interrupting me while I was on the computer. I must have closed the window without clearing the history, so when Nathan loaded up his email, it must have been my address that popped up, but he doesn't know my password, so the account itself should be safe. Just in case, though, I know I need to change my password and move all my old emails. Quick, I will not remain quiet. I wonder what this means. I can't forward all my old emails in the 10 minutes that I have, but I start to make a dent in them. Roger's mother calls me, and I know I have to go, but clearing the history and turning off the computer can't stop my thoughts. I think about Nathan waking up on the side of the road. I try to imagine what he must have felt, but the truth is, I don't know. Did he feel like it was something he had gotten himself into? Or did he immediately know that something was wrong, that something else had been in control? Was he sure of this when he went to his computer and saw my email address? Who does he think I am? What does he think I am? I head into the kitchen and Roger's mother gives me another look of concern. She and Roger are close, I can tell. She knows how to read her son. Over the years, they've been there for each other. He's helped raise his sisters, and she's raised him. If I really were Roger, I could tell her everything. If I really were Roger, no matter how hard it was to understand, she would be on my side, fiercely, unconditionally. But I'm not really her son, or anyone's son. I can't disclose what's bothering Roger today, because it doesn't have much bearing on who he'll be tomorrow. So I brush off his mother's concern, tell her it's no big deal, then I help her take the dishes out the dishwasher. We work in quiet camaraderie until the task is done and sleep calls. For a while, though, I can't go to sleep. I lie in bed, stare at the ceiling. This is the irony. Even though I wake up in a different body every morning, I've always felt in some way that I am in control. But now I don't feel in control at all. Now there are other people involved. I am quickly going to drink something. And then we can continue. Day 6001. The next morning, I am even farther from Rhiannon. I'm 4 hours away, and in the body of Margaret Weiss. Luckily, Margaret has a laptop that I can check before we go to school. There's an email waiting from Rhiannon. Nathan, I'm so glad you emailed because I lost a slip of paper that I wrote your email on. It was wonderful talking and dancing with you too. How dare the police break us up? You're my type, person-wise too, even if you don't believe in relationships that last longer than a year. I'm not saying you're wrong, by the way, just jury's still out. I never thought I'd say this, but I hope Steve has another party soon, if only so you can bear witness to its evil. Love, Rhiannon. I can imagine her smiling when she wrote this, and this makes me smile too. Then I open my other account, and there's another email from Nathan. I have given the police this email address. Don't think you can get away with this. The police? Quickly, I type Nathan's name into a search engine. A news item comes up, dated this morning. The devil made him do it. Local boy pulled over by police claims demonic possession. when police officers found Nathan Daldry, 16, of 22 Arden Lane, sleeping in his vehicle along the side of Route 23 early Sunday morning, they had no idea the story he would tell. Most teenagers would blame their condition on alcohol use, but not Daldry. He claimed no knowledge of how he had gotten where he was. The answer, he said, was that he must have been possessed by a demon. It was like I was sleepwalking, Daldry tells the crier. The whole day, this thing was in charge of my body. It made me lie to my parents and drive to a party in a town I've never been. I don't really remember the details. I only know it wasn't me. To make matters more mysterious, Daldry says that when he returned home, someone else's email was on his computer. I wasn't myself, he says. Officer Lance Houston of the state police says that because there was no sign of alcohol use and because the car wasn't reported stolen, Daldry was not being charged with any offense. Look, I'm sure he has reasons for saying what he's saying. All I can tell you is that he didn't do anything illegal. But that's not enough for Daldry. If anyone else has experienced this, I want them to come forward. He says, I can't be the only one. It's a local paper news website, nothing to worry too much about, and the police don't seem to feel it's a particularly pressing case, but still, I'm worried. In all of my years, I've never had someone do this to me before. It's not that I can't imagine how it happened. Nathan is woken up on the side of the road by a police officer tapping on his window. Maybe there are even flashing lights bathing the darkness in red and blue. Within seconds, Nathan realizes what kind of trouble he's in. It's well past midnight and his parents are going to kill him. His clothes smell like cigarettes and alcohol, and he has no way of remembering whether or not he was drunk or high. He's a blank, a sleepwalker, waking up. Only he has a sense of me. Some lone memory of not being himself when the officer asks him what's going on. He says he doesn't know. When the officer asks him where he's been, he says he doesn't know. The officer gets him out the car, makes him take a breathalyzer test. Nathan proves to be stone cold sober, but the officer still wants answers, so Nathan tells him the truth, that his body was taken over. Only he can't imagine anyone who takes over bodies except for the devil. This is going to be his story. He's a good kid. He knows that everybody will back him up on that. They're going to believe him. The officer just wants him to get home safely. Maybe he even escorts Nathan home. Calling ahead to his parents, they're awake when Nathan gets there. They're angry and concerned. He repeats the story to them. They don't know what to believe. Meanwhile, some reporter hears the officer talking about it on the shortwave, or maybe it gets around the station. The teenager who snuck off to a party and then tried to blame it on the devil. The reporter calls the Daldry home on Sunday and Nathan decides to talk, because that will make it more real, won't it? I feel both guilty and defensive. Guilty because I did this to Nathan, whatever my intentions. Defensive because I certainly didn't force him to act in this way, which will only make it worse for him, if not me. In the 1 in a million chance that Nathan can convince someone to trace my emails, I realize I can't check this account from people's homes anymore. Because if he can do that, he'll be able to chart most of the houses I've been in over the past 2 or 3 years, which would lead to a lot of confusing conversations. Part of me wants to write back to him, to explain, but I'm not sure any explanation will be enough, especially because I don't have most of the answers. I gave up on figuring out why a long time ago. I'm guessing Nathan won't give up as easily. Margaret Weiss' boyfriend Sam likes to kiss her. A lot. Public, private, it doesn't matter. If he gets a chance to make a move, he does. I'm not in the mood. Margaret quickly comes down with a cold. The kissing stops and the dotting begins. Sam is rather smitten and he surrounds Margaret with the sweet quicksand of his love. From recent memories, I can tell that Margaret is usually just as willing to do the same. Everything comes second to being with Sam. It's a miracle that she still has friends. There's a quiz in science. Judging from my accessing, it appears that I know more about the subject than Margaret does. It's her lucky day. I am dying to get on one of the school computers, but I have to get rid of Sam first. Even though I've separated them at the lips. I can't seem to get Sam and Margaret separated at the hips. At lunch, he puts one of his hands in her back pocket while he eats and then pouts when Margaret doesn't do the same thing. They then have study hall together, and he spends all of it stroking her and talking to her about the movie they saw last night. 8th period is the only class they don't have together, so I decide to run with it. As soon as Sam drops her off at the classroom door, I have her go to the teacher, say she's going to the nurse, and head straight to the library. First, I finish forwarding all my emails from my old account. All that remains are the 2 emails from Nathan. I can't bring myself to delete them, just as I can't bring myself to delete the account. For some reason, I want him to be able to contact me. I feel that much responsibility. I load up the new email account with the intention of writing Rhiannon back. Much to my surprise, there's already another email from her. Giddy, I open it. Nathan. Apparently, Steve doesn't have a cousin Nathan, and none of his cousins were at his party. Care to explain? Rhiannon. I don't deliberate. I don't weigh my options. I just type and hit send. Rhiannon. I can indeed explain. Can we meet up? It's the kind of explanation that needs to be done in person. Love, Nathan. It's not that I'm planning to tell the truth. I just want to give myself time to think of the best line. There's a spelling mistake there. Just wanted to put it out there. The last bell rings and I know Sam will be looking for Margaret soon. When I find him at his locker, he acts as if we haven't seen each other in weeks. When I kiss him, I pretend I'm practicing for Rhiannon. When I kiss him, it feels almost disloyal to Rhiannon. When I kiss him, my mind is hours away with her. I'm getting fucking tired because, like, the mood, it's, like, not raining anymore, but it's, like, rained the whole day, basically, and it's, like, kind of, like, not dark, but, you know what I mean? Probably not, but... Yes. And I'm just gonna put it out there again. It's like kind of unmotivating. I don't know, because I have like a little statistic here, or like a little window here, with like statistics, I guess you could say. It's like viewers watching at the same time, 0. Like chats, 0. And then clicks, 0. But I mean, it was kind of unrealistic if I thought, or it was unrealistic if I thought that if I go live again, there would be millions of people watching. No, but yeah. I just gotta be realistic. I haven't streamed in ages, especially on YouTube. I've never been very regularly, and for me, YouTube still isn't really the streaming platform with that good of an accessibility, so I'm not really too worried about it. So, yeah, exactly. But you know what? Let's boost the statistic, and I'm gonna watch my own stream. Yay! No, maybe that helps with people seeing my stream. That's something I did on Twitch. Seriously? No, I just like had my stream open on like my phone, and sometimes no, on my PC, and sometimes also on my phone, especially when I was trying to reach affiliate. Well, now I think it's like just really stupid, and I would not do it again, because I was artificially boosting my stream, but like not really boosting it, because yeah, I don't know. I just wouldn't do it if I would start on Twitch over again. I don't know. But yeah, now this kind of turned into just chatting. Why can't I? Yeah, I don't know why, but I can't seem to change the title. Huh? What's going on here? Why can't I? No. No. Huh? Why this not working? Um. Oh my god, oh. No. This is not the right thing. Huh? Well, apparently I'm too stupid to change the title. But I would love to change it to just chatting or something, because that's what I'm currently doing. But there was a video I saw recently, I think, about Twitch and how it kind of changed. And at that point, I had to think about me leaving Twitch and why I left Twitch. And then I kind of got mad again because I still don't get why Twitch did that. And not even why they did it, but like why I did not get an explanation. And for everyone, or anyone who doesn't know what I'm talking about, I started over on Twitch. Actually, I want to look that up now. If it's 2 or I think it's 3 years already, which is like crazy. Like the fuck. Channel. Hello. Oh, I'm already there. Wait. It's been 2 years. 2 years and 2 years and 5 days since I had my first stream, which is kind of ridiculous if you want to say so. But yeah, no, that's just absolutely crazy. I'm gonna open that tab here because then my face is a bit brighter. No, but I said I saw a video on that on like Twitch and like how Twitch is changing, like but like in a negative way. And that was just like kind of like, good that I switch over to YouTube already. Although I would like YouTube to change some things on the accessibility thing, or like on people being able to see your stream, not even that they watch it, but just them being able to see that someone is streaming. Because at least I haven't figured out a way, or I, as of right now, do not know of a like platform or like on the point thing with like just live streams. Like there's something for trends, music, films, gaming, news, sport, podcasts, but like it seems like there's nothing for streams, which I think is kind of sad, because I mean this is now on the money side, but like YouTube could make a lot of money, I think, just by like getting all the people that are already not so happy with Twitch and make it better, what Twitch is like failing to do. And I mean, because I feel like that's something that companies or people usually tend to look at money, and is it shit, I do not know the word. Um is it lucrative or not? And I suppose it could be quite lucrative, and just me as a streamer, and also actually as a person being on YouTube, not streaming but just like watching videos, it would be kind of cool just having a kind of like not subreddit but like section or subsection with with like live streams, and I think that would be amazing. So I'm kind of sad YouTube hasn't done that already, and I just hope that YouTube will do that. But yeah, exactly. And I don't know how we ended up here. But it's kind of really fun right now. So exactly. Um, I wanted to say something, but I don't know what. Theoretically, we could also do a reaction. But about what on what, because I do not really have that much knowledge on a certain topic, and I feel like, I mean, nah, you don't need to have like a lot of knowledge on a certain topic to do reactions on that, but I feel like it's useful, and that's what I usually prefer, like watching someone reacting. If I watch reactions, which I'd say I rarely do, then I usually only watch those who like put an who add information on top of the usually already informational video. So yeah, and I guess I would want to do what I would want to create something that I would watch myself. So yeah, exactly. Also, just gotta be a bit, no, just gotta promote my beanie a bit. I made it myself. No, I mean, yes, it was just like kind of a project in between, because I'm currently waiting on some wool, because I'm gonna knit my aunt a, not cardigan, not hoodie, but like pulunda. I don't know what it's called in English. Basically, hoodie without arms. Um, yeah, exactly. And I am waiting on the wool to arrive to get it. And yeah, so I just ended up knitting myself a little beanie because I've wanted one for quite a while. And yeah, I really like it, and it wasn't that hard. So thought I'd just tell you that. And exactly. Also gotta be honest. Uh uh it's getting a bit hard seeing that no one, like, hard is maybe the wrong word, but like, yeah, seeing that no one's watching except me. No, but like that's just the reality of starting streams, and I think it's being so hard. It's like so hard right now because I already was away from this part, the part of no one watching, since I already had kind of a not fan base, but like a community over on Twitch, and there I mostly was not alone. So I think that's what makes it so hard, seeing you've lost something, because in some sort of way I did lose something. And I mean, with most people that I had some really good talks that were in my streams regularly, I have no contact anymore. I mean, there was one person I had some contact. I still had some contact with. We texted a bit sometimes, but that kind of stopped as well. So yeah, that's just kind of what makes it not as enjoyable as it could be. I think that's like a good way to put it. So let's put it that way. And I think this is like against what I'm telling myself, but I'm getting pretty damn tired because for my for me, I got up quite early for holidays. So I'm kind of tired, and I'll probably take a nap together with my lovely cat. You can maybe see a bit right there. She's just napping, and I'll probably just accompany her now. So I wish everyone a great day whenever you are watching, and if you're watching, thank you very much. I wish you a really great rest of the day, or start in the day, or whatever. Do the best out of it, enjoy it, and I wish everyone a great day. So, bye bye.